Hello, my name is Grisel Gonzalez, and today I will be explaining the difficulties of taking an online course versus traditional face-to-face classes. Online courses are created to help working students of today's world. It could be the easiest or hardest class you ever take, especially in your college career. Unfortunately, it's not for me. I prefer face-to-face classes. It's just easier for me. It also depends on your learning skills. Are you visual, auditorial, kinesthetic/tactile? It all depends on you. Online courses are created for the working students and then also for the single parents out there. Many students out there work 2-3 jobs at a time to pay for their college education. And an easier way for them to make money and still go to school is online courses. I'm personally taking an online course and it's been really hard for me. But I had to do what I had to do. So you just gotta do it. But face-to-face classes, you learn a whole lot more. I memorize things better. I get face-to-face action with the teachers, students. We work as groups. We all come together. And you get more of the college experience than you do in online classes. Like what Sam Hughes says, on a more serious, unspoken reason, however, may be the fact that online learning does not require a student to study or memorize the material in the way that traditional learning does, which is true. We tend to just rush through our homework, try to get it done, and don't actually take in what we're learning. Like me, I do all my homework in one day. It's kind of funny, but I get it done. Also, I quote from an article from the New York Times titled "The Trouble with Online Classes" by Andrew Rosenwerk. It is found that those who took higher proportions of online courses will less likely to earn degrees to transfer to a 4-year college. I'm planning to get my bachelor's degree, and I do take a lot of face-to-face classes, and I do believe that if students take too much online classes, when they go to a 4-year college, they won't have that experience that they need to take those face-to-face classes. Work with your instructors, talk to your instructors, talk to the students, become active with your college career. And by Hillary Braunstein, she says, students who participate in online courses have a mean of 2.77 grade point average on a 4-point scale. Whereas students enrolled in face-to-face classes have an average of a 2.98, according to studies. Mainly, I have a chart here to show you that it's an educational learning chart. It shows the amount of students that are taking online classes, traditional classes, and actually doing field work. The online world is becoming so big, people are taking more online classes instead of the traditional class setting. They're taking the distant learning and they're trying to do stuff and try to learn, but to me, I don't think I learned that much on online classes. But study shows online classes are becoming more popular because they're easy, they're accessible, and people just try to find an easier way out of college. College is not easy. Point. Also, taking online classes causes a lot of stress. It's especially during the summer. You get overloaded with the material, deadlines, and procrastination. Procrastination is my biggest thing. And for me, it's just 10 times worse for everything. I get overwhelmed so much by looking at the computer and finding out, oh, this is my deadline for things, and I look and I'm like, oh, I can pull that off for another day. I'll do it tomorrow. And I keep pulling it off till it's due date. But I get it done, but I think that's why it's harder to take online classes, because when you're in a traditional setting, you have the teacher there to constantly remind you to do it. And when you're doing that, I feel like it's just, you get things done faster. And mostly, it all depends on your learning skills. Are you visual, auditory, kinesthetic/tactile? Being a visual learner, the information sticks to your memory. You learn by copying others, and meaning copying others, you learn by copying your teacher. You do what the teacher does, the teacher shows you an example, and that's how you learn. You learn from the examples. And you remember and understand the material 10 times more. Being an auditory learner, it helps you remember what the teacher is saying. Understanding what you hear is a lot better of understanding what you read. I have difficulties of understanding what I read, so I prefer to hear what the teacher is saying. And it's also easier to recap what you hear than what you read. And kinesthetic tactile learners, homework, group activities, and hands-on stuff makes you remember 10 times more. You physically learn the material. But in reality, it all depends on you. Make the best of your education. Study hard, pay attention, set goals, and don't procrastinate it. It's going to be worth it. Thank you for coming today. I hope you guys understand why I prefer face-to-face classes, and I hope that more people will stay with face-to-face classes than online classes, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Thank you.
El médico sabe, está sudando.